Day 9. Okay, so I do desire to get a tripod soon, so I don't have to always hold my phone, because now I'm doing lives more often, and yeah, I desire a tripod so I don't have to hold my phone. Hi, Darcy. Okay, so today is gonna be a big topic, and I'm excited for it. And I just took a shower, and my cousin, Emmy, she has her own business creating soaps and scrubs, and I just used one of her scrubs. It's a campfire one, and oh my God, it smells so good. My skin smells so good. It smells like a campfire and marshmallows, and it's just like, yummy, yummy. And it's not too sweet. It's like the perfect smell. So I'm enjoying this smell. I was like enjoying it in the shower. I'm like, it smells so good right now. Perfect for, it's a perfect scrub for the winter. And so, okay, how am I going to start this? So I'm going to I might hop all over the place. I don't know. I had like so many ideas and so many things of like how I want to talk about this topic, because it is a big topic. It is a big topic for a lot of us. It is a big topic in terms of like whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you work for someone else. Either or, it's a huge topic. And being a projector, but also I don't want to use human design always as an excuse, but I tend to see things a little bit differently than other people, and sometimes I tend to see things from a bird's eye view, and I love talking about these topics. And so this is like one of the other purposes of doing this 365-day live, is to like talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about and show you a different perspective to things, show you another side, show you a different side, expand your mind. And if you disagree with me, that's all good. Let me know. If you agree with me, amazing. If you're unsure and your mind has been fucked and you're like, wait a second, she kind of makes sense, but there's this, that. Amazing. I love that, because that means there's a shift. And I love talking about these topics that nobody, like I don't want to say nobody, but we don't talk about it on a day-to-day. So I'm going to talk about it here. And so that is why you've seen a lot of my lives, and it's like kind of like really approaching these topics, really saying, here's what I think. Here's a different perspective. Here's a different way of thinking. Here is some questions for you to start thinking about, because I think it's important. It expands our mind, it expands our growth, it expands our evolution. And so today's topic I want to talk about is money and worth, and how we associate our worthiness to money. A lot. And not only our worthiness, other people's worthiness, objects, items. So let's talk about money. One, what is money? Money is something that was created by humans. Before money, there was a barter system. There was an exchange of goods. And so then we got introduced to money, and then we started pricing things based on what we thought it was worth, associating the worthiness with money. And this is something that has been in society so ingrained in society for so long that it's like it is really challenging, kind of basically breaking that box, because I've mindfucked myself with this topic in the past too, being like, but wait a second. So best way to start this off: when you go for a job interview, when you apply for a job, or if you're an entrepreneur, where you go to price your offers, price your items that you're selling. You're like, what do I think it's worth? What do I think I'm worth? Right? So always say it. Yeah, interview. So you're applying for this position of Vice President of Operations. What do you think you're worth? Or if they already give you a salary and you're just like, no, that's not what I'm worth. Because you're associating your worth with a number, but then that number is also but then you justify that number. So if it's 80K, you justify 80K based on all your years of experience and certifications and what number of papers you have on your wall. But is that really like who you are? Are you just a bunch of papers? Are you just a number? Are you like, hi, my name is Julie, so I am $80,000? No. Hi, my name is Julie and I'm a motherfucking badass. And I know my worth. And my worth is not attached to any number. And neither is yours. And so we've been conditioned by society by attaching ourselves to a number, by attaching our product that we create to a number. And then we judge others based on the numbers they have. But the thing is, we each have our own perspective and we each have our own experience. So what's one number considered expensive or cheap to one person is actually completely different to someone else. So at the end of the day, there's no point of attaching ourselves, our products, or judging others based on a number. How many times has this happened to you? You buy something expensive because you think it's going to be a good product because it's expensive. And because this brand, Chanel, is amazing, so it must be good. And it's shit. I use Chanel as an example, but any other luxurious brand, insert there. Or you buy this brand that's like, I don't know, L'Oreal. You can buy it at the pharmacy. It is cheap, but it's amazing. How many times that's happened? That you bought something expensive and it didn't end up being good for you. You didn't like it. You bought something cheap, ends up being amazing. But then you're still associating expensive and cheap, and you're still associating like a negative and a positive mindset towards an object. How many times have you spent your money on something and you're like, that wasn't worth it? Again, you're associating worth with money. Whether it is priced at a high point or a low point, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because what your high and your low is different than what my high and my low is. But we've been conditioned in society to associate our worthiness and other things' worthiness based on a number. Hi, my name is Julie and I'm $80,000. Do we really want that? Do you really want that? Because I don't. I don't want to be associated with a number. Like, hi, my name is Julie. I am worth a bajillion dollars. A number that doesn't make sense because it doesn't exist, because I'm not associating myself with a fucking number. And we do it all the time. We do it even in the coaching industry. Like, people would say, I've seen this happen many times, where coaches are like, I'm going to price my offering at X amount of dollars because I want to attract all in, high level, high energy, like aligned clients. And again, you're associating people with a number. but the aligned client may not necessarily be associated with that number. And that is your perspective. What one coach, like one person's offer, like, so one person may think that saying, okay, 3K month, like I'm gonna 3K month 1-to-1 like offer, let's say, to work with said coach. In their mind, they think that, okay, I'm going to attract a high, like high level client. It's going to be in perfect alignment with me. But then there's another coach and it's like, nah, 3K, no, for me it's 6. And then another coach is like, no, for me it's 10. And then another coach is like, actually for me it's 1.5K. Everybody has a different perspective. Everybody has a different perception. And yet, we're associating people with money and worthiness. And we're associating people's products with money and worthiness. Oh, because their human design reading is this amount, they must be better. Or because their tarot card reading is this amount, it must be better. Or it must be shit. Or they might not be that great. And how is that fair? How's that fair? Because there could be that like awesome little chicken nugget over there, like who is the most intuitive like human fucking being on the planet, and they're just like, I just want to charge $33 for my tarot readings. I'm good. But no, because it's 33, there must be something wrong. Or, oh, I'm going to work with them because they are so cheap. There's the flip side. Because we're associating that person's worth based on a number. Like, no. Like, no. And that is why I've made a stance. I'm like, I'm no longer telling people what my one-to-one offering is, because I don't want that number to like kind of add a preconception, like to like make a judgment based on what I offer on a number. I don't want to be like, oh, like I'm gonna put my coaching at this number, and then I'm gonna have some people like, ooh, she's expensive. And then I'm gonna have other people like, oh, she's cheap, so what's wrong with her coaching? Why is she so low? Like, it's too expensive, I can't afford it. What did I say about our words and our thoughts with the I can't afford it? It is not in the right, and it is not in the right timing for me, and it is not in alignment right now. It's not I can't afford it. So switch that thought. Switch it. And so it's interesting. So where do we go from here? Well, personally, like for one is recognition of paying attention when you are judging something or someone based on a number, and actually I don't associate that number with a worthiness. Maybe if it is a product, see what the entrepreneur or creative that's creating this product, what work are they putting into it? Like what kind of products are they using? Like if it's like a scrub, like what are they putting in the scrub? Like what are the scents? Is this something that feels aligned? Check in with your intuition. Like, is this like, ooh, I do want that. That is a hell yes for me. And regardless of what the price is, then it's either like, hell yes, I'm buying it because I have the money in my bank account. And if the money is currently energetically in evidence, physically in front of you, you say it is not in alignment for me to get it right now. But it could be in the future. So that's how you shift with products. How do you shift with people? Stop associating people with a money number. Look into your intuition. Do you vibe with what they say? Whenever they come on live, whenever they post something in their story, whenever they write a post, Do you vibe with that? Are you like, oh my God, that's a hell yes? And then you go on their website and you see the numbers. What do you say? Yes, it's in alignment. I purchase it. No, it is not in alignment right now, but I'm going to keep them in mind of when it is in alignment. If you are a coach, remember that pricing a number, putting like pricing your products is not necessarily mean you are going to attract high-level clients or clients in alignment. I'm sure there are some coaches that have gone through this where they had a client come in all in, paying in full, 5K, 6K, 10K, and that client was actually not in alignment because pricing it based on a number to you're associating other people's money and worthiness. That's not fair. That's not fair because I can be a potential client that is in complete alignment with you or not, that's cool too, but I can be. But you're going to tell me for you to be in complete alignment with me, you have to pay 10K. But I don't want to be associated with 10K. Like, no. And so, coaches, think about that. If you desire to attract aligned clients that are hell yes in doing the work, that are excited to work with you, then that's what you call in. But you don't base your price on that. You base your price on what feels right. You say, okay, what does my body feel? Is it, 3K, 5K? What does my body feel? $100 a session? What does my body feel? And go from there. Use your intuition, use your authority in human design to price accordingly. And trust that the universe has your back. Trust that you will get the energetic match for the right clients if that's what you're putting out there. So think about that. And in terms of those who work for someone else who's paying you, just disassociate your money and your worth. Disassociate that. I know we can't right now get away from the fact that certain jobs, certain fields have different salaries based on a lot of different things. But just try not to associate your worth with money. And just look at it as this position in this industry, in this field, ranges from 50K to 80K. Can I make more? Of course. It's a range, but doesn't mean that it caps. Can you ask for more? If it feels in alignment, yeah. If it feels like a hell yes, and this is getting out of your mind and into your body, yes, you can ask for more. Yes, you can ask for a raise. Yes, you can ask for the universe that you desire more. And the universe will provide. But it is, again, going back to it, our thoughts and our words matter. They create our reality. And so if you think that, hey, this position, I can only cap out at 80K, well then, honey, that's going to be your reality. But if you're like, what if I could be mind blown and it could be 90K? And then that's what that is. But don't you dare ever associate that number with your worth, because you are worth a number that doesn't exist. Because you can't put a number on your worth. And so I'm going to leave that for you here today. And I want you to just take a step back when you are looking at numbers on pricing, something you price yourself, something others are pricing, and see what your mind's saying and see what words come out of your mouth. Just be mindful and listen to your body, listen to your intuition, listen to your gut, listen to your heart. Listen to your body and get out of your mind. Just pay attention to what your mind says. Because your mind's going to try and keep you in that little box, just like society. We don't want that. We want to get out of the box. We want to break out of the box. We want to expand and grow and explore. And so if this video resonated, please like, comment, share. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching. Even if there's something that you're like, hey, Julie, like, what about this? Write it in the comments, right? I would love to hear from you. So this is Julie, your self-projected projector, blowing your fucking mind and turning it in upside down to make you think, because that's what I do. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.